Welcome to this module on institutional arrangements. The third factor ensuring the effectiveness of the Constitution is a balanced arrangement of the institutions of the government. The basic principle is the government must be democratic and committed to the welfare of the people. The Constituent Assembly spent a lot of time on evolving the right balance among the various institutions like the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. This led to the adoption of the parliamentary form and the federal arrangement, which would distribute the governmental powers between the legislature and the executive on one hand and between the states and the central government on the other hand. While evolving the most balanced governmental arrangement, the makers of our Constitution did not hesitate to learn from the experiments and the experiences of other countries as well. Thus, the framers of the Constitution were not averse to borrowing from other constitutional traditions as well. Indeed, it is a testament to their wide learning that they would lay their hands upon any intellectual arguments or historical examples that was necessary for fulfilling the task at hand. So, they borrowed a number of provisions from different countries. But borrowing these ideas was not slavish imitation, far from it. Each provision of the Constitution had to be defended on the grounds that it was suited to Indian problems and aspirations. India was extremely lucky to have an assembly that, instead of being parochial in its outlook, could take the best available everywhere in the world and make it their own. So that is how they borrowed the provisions from the other constitutions, but they tried to check how far it is suitable to the Indian problems and aspirations. That's all we have in this module. Stay tuned. We'll catch you in the next module.